Hello, Doceo.
Hi.
So, what's been your biggest challenge?
I think keeping a lid on all of our ideas. Steph and I are like really creative, always coming up with ideas, and we have so many things that we want to do. I think because our vision is so far, and we're just seeing like the impact that we hope to have. So all our ideas are just like in that direction, but we can only focus on a certain number of things that's in a certain period of time to do them effectively. So we have to like tell ourselves like, no, this is a great idea, but let's put it on a backlog list and we'll get to it when we're a bit freer. So that's probably been our biggest challenge.
What's been your favourite thing so far?
We've done so many things. It's kind of hard to pick one. I guess for me personally, it might actually have to be the ambassador program. And I think that's just because when we first started back in 2019, we always said that mentoring and championing continuous growth was what we wanted to actually do. So the fact that we've been able to, in our first year, have a fully fledged mentoring program that's up and running, we're so proud of that.
Yeah.
What would you say is Doceo's biggest achievement?
The awards.
Oh yeah.
And we were nominated for, was it Academic Achievement?
I think so.
Educational
Achievement Award.
Educational Achievement Award from Envision Changes, which was such an honour because we're so like young in like just doing what we're doing. So to be recognised so early on was like a real honour, I think.
And, what do you hope to achieve in the next year?
I think there's some new things on the backlog list that we want to try and get out this year. So you are hopefully going to be seeing some new services from us. Mm-hmm. But aside from that, we also just want to keep reaching more students. I think we, over the 6-month lockdown period, we've managed to reach, over 400 or something like that? And that's great for us because it's just been a two-man team and we've been able to do that. So we just want to keep reaching more and more students.
And also, we're hoping to work with more companies and provide access to opportunities for our students. We're already starting to work with quite a few. So hopefully that will just grow over the next year.
If you could give your past self one piece of advice, before you started Doceo, before you got all your tutors and students, what piece of advice would you give yourselves?
I think just to know like we're doing much better than we think we are. I think we often underestimate like the quality of the work we're producing. I think because we're just so driven and we don't necessarily reflect on the successes that much, which is something that we're doing more. Like we're trying to like reflect on it so we can be better actually. Like what was good, what could we improve on? I don't think we did that as much in the beginning. And we just focused on the next thing. But really you can't learn that way. You have to like analyze what did we do well so we can make sure we continue that, and what didn't work so that doesn't continue. So I think I would say do that from the beginning.
So how did you come up with the name Doceo?
I think when we were first looking for names, we wanted a name that embodied what we felt like was our mission. So for us, that was educating, mentoring, and guiding students to attain success. And we just looked up loads of names on Google Translate, to just see which names actually meant that. And Doceo actually is pronounced as Doceo in Latin, and it means I teach. So that's why we chose that name.
But we switched up the pronunciation a bit.
Yeah.
Do you see this the team of two growing?
I think we will start to grow. I think for us, it's really important that anyone who joins us really believes in the mission. It's so important to us that we continue to champion continuous growth with our students. So we're not necessarily like in a rush to hire just because we want to grow the business or anything like that. For us, we'd rather ensure that we're finding people who are equally like invested in uplifting the community, I guess. And then we're happy to grow the team in that way.
How do you split up responsibilities?
That is a good question.
Weirdly enough, it kind of just fell into like place. Like, we didn't really have to say we've started doing that now because we're doing more stuff. But like I'm more what's the word? Like graphicsy? Is that a word? Visual. Yeah. I'm a bit more visual and creative. and Steph's very organized and good at like words and creating content, like the actual content and admin stuff. So yeah, that's literally just how our personalities are. So we just fell into those roles naturally.